All right. LD MMAC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, folks. So this is my official. Yes, the coach can be official. This is my official power chart breakdown. Okay. Cindy Battle Cat Dandois versus Gemma the Pitbull Pike. Okay, folks. A lot of y'all probably don't know a lot about Gemma the Pitbull Pike. I actually, when I saw this fight and when I saw it come up in one of my news feeds, I'm like, you know what? I've seen this girl before, and I remembered that this girl is a Muay Thai practitioner. I think she's had about 20 Muay Thai fights. She's like 14-4-1 or something like that, in Muay Thai. And I've watched about 3 to 4 of her bouts, and I watched all 3 of her MMA bouts. She's 1-2 in MMA. Her first MMA bout that she ever fought, she won that bout, and she won it by a knockout. And so, Gemma Pike is in here. She's in here, and she's got a mountain to face. If you guys don't know a lot about her, I watched some of her MMA fights. Well, I watched the 3 that I could find. And I don't know, man. It's just she didn't look very comfortable in the octagon. Now, in a Muay Thai setting, yeah, Gemma Pike is a fish in water, man. And she's got a lot of skill set. Her stand up is good. Let's go ahead and let's break down this power chart, okay? And this power chart is brought to you by www.ldbcsports.com. Okay, guys, striking. Now, you guys know and understand that the striking category is going to go to Gemma Pike, okay? She's going to get this striking category. She's a much, much, much better striker than Cindy Dandois. Cindy Dandois, her striking game is improving, and she's trying to evolve. And we saw evidence of Cindy Dandois striking improving when she fought Olga Rubin. Okay, I saw Cindy using a jab, and I saw Cindy throwing a couple of 1-2s. So I was actually impressed to see Cindy willing to stand with Olga Rubin. Takedowns. Now, guys, nobody in the comment thread is going to disagree with me on takedowns. Takedowns, this is a Cindy Dandois thing, okay? She is going to drag you to the ground. She can take you down. Cindy can actually one of the few fighters that can pull guard. And normally I have an issue when fighters when they just jump guard in the middle while they're standing. Cindy is one of those fighters that I would endorse that because she's so good anywhere, okay, on the ground that her pulling guard, it's not going to matter because she's going to find a way to submit you if she can get you down. So the takedown, of course, nobody's going to disagree with the takedowns. That's definitely a Cindy Dandois category. Takedown defense, I also give that edge to Cindy Dandois. In some fights, I've even noticed Cindy allowing herself to be taken down, and she'll just stay there. And she's very comfortable on the ground. And so I've seen Cindy just go with the flow. And I've also seen Cindy display a lot of takedown defense. Gemma Pike, to me, her takedown defense is not that great. And her previous fight, her last fight in MMA, she fought against Katarina Liner, man. It's just, I don't know, man. Katarina was just too big and too much, man. You got to understand, Gemma Pike, she's tiny, man. She's tiny. And she's probably 9 times out of 10, she's going to have the size disadvantage when it comes to these bigger fighters like Liner and Dandois. That's just how that is. That's just the way that is. Octagon generalship. Now, octagon generalship is relative. If the fight is standing, I give the nod to Gemma Pike. If the fight is on the ground, I give that to Cindy Dandois. You can also have octagon generalship on the ground. And people don't really like to talk about octagon generalship on the ground, such as using the fence to prevent your opponent from getting up, or using the fence to help getting yourself up. Okay? Actually using the center of the octagon. See, people sometimes don't even understand what the center of the octagon is good for while you're on the ground. It's amazing, man, some of the stuff that you can use, man, when it's on the ground. You can have generalship. Cindy is going to control the fight if it's on the ground, and Gemma Pike is going to control the fight if the fight is standing. Stamina. I give that nod to Gemma Pike. I've seen Cindy Dandois, go the distance and actually not be phased. And in some fights, I've seen Cindy Dandois completely gassed. Gemma Pike, I've never seen Gemma Pike gas out. Never. I've seen her continue to go in her Muay Thai fights. This girl is aggressive, man. She continues to just go and go and go. So I give the stamina nod to Gemma Pike. Counter-striking. Now, I don't know if anybody's going to disagree with this one. I don't think Cindy Dandois herself is going to disagree. Cindy Dandois, to me, is not a counter-puncher. She's not a counter-striker, okay? She's just not, okay? Gemma Pike is a very good counter-striker, okay? And if Cindy throws any lazy jabs, Gemma is going to counter those, okay? She's going to do it, and she's going to do it very easily. Defense. Defense is relative. Okay, now we're talking about submission defense, which I need another category called submission defense. Then we're talking about Cindy Dandois. If we're talking about strike defense, okay, then I'll give that nod to Gemma Pike. So guys, that's in the future. I will add that category: submission defense and strike defense. Okay, but these two, when it's relative to what they do, they both get the nod here. Power. I think Gemma, okay, in my opinion, I think Gemma Pike has more power than Cindy, but I just think I don't know if that power is going to translate up for her to use it because I think Cindy's big, man. She's a big flyweight. Okay, she's a big flyweight. So I don't know, man. I think Gemma Pike is going to have a hard time really trying to hurt Cindy. And every time she throws anything of significance, if Cindy gets a hold of her, that's it. But I do give the power edge to Gemma Pike. Speed. Okay, guys. We know Cindy Dandois is not the rabbit. Cindy kind of, is the tortoise in this situation. Gemma Pike, she fast, man. The girl is very speedy. She puts those combinations together very, very quickly. And so the speed nod is going to go to Gemma Pike. Ground game. No one's going to disapprove of this. The ground game, I give the nod to Cindy Dandois. Cindy is a fish on the ground. She can swim down there. Cindy can submit you from a guard. She can submit you off of her back. She can submit you from a mount. She can submit you from a half guard, a half mount. Cindy Dandois, anywhere on the ground, she's dangerous, okay? And I think when people see Cindy, they look at Cindy, and Cindy gives you an appearance that she can't fight. Like if you saw Cindy on the street, you would not think that this woman can fight. But if this woman grabs a hold of you, it's night night. She breaking your arm, she putting you to sleep, and that's just how that is, okay? But the ground game goes to Cindy Dandois. Submissions, of course. Of course, guys. Cindy Dandois is a submission queen. Okay? This woman can submit anywhere. Gemma Pike, she tried a couple of rear naked chokes. I've seen those, but it's not effective, man. She just don't have the aptitude. She don't have the ability to pull off a submission. And she's not going to submit Cindy. Chin. Gemma Pike, to me, has a better chin than Cindy Dandois. I've seen Gemma Pike in Muay Thai take some heavy kicks to the head, man. And that darn girl, she kept on coming forward, man. I mean, she took some kicks to the head, man, some serious kicks, some punches, and Gemma Pike continues to come forward. Heart. Okay, I think Cindy has a lot of heart. you gotta literally damn near put Cindy out. You gotta kill her for her to stop. I've seen Gemma Pike in her MMA bouts. It's almost like she just kind of gave up. When she fought Katarina Liner, I don't know. It seemed like that I don't know, man. She went from wanting to be in the fight in the first round, then by the third round, she just kind of was like, she didn't want to be there anymore, And so I've kind of seen her kind of waver just a little bit when the fight not going away. So, I want to see how she reacts, though, because Katarina Liner is a different animal. Katarina is going to fight. She's going to punch and kick. Cindy is not going to do that so much. Cindy is going to roll with you. So I really want to see how if she gets demoralized, if Cindy takes her to the ground and dominates the fight. And that's it, guys. That's my power chart. So overall score, according to my power chart, this is supposed to be a very close fight, but I'm going to go with my power chart on this one. Cindy Dandois, I think that she'll win this fight. Okay, by submission, either second round or third round submission of Gemma Pike. I just think that Cindy has faced more high-level strikers. Gemma's a good striker, but Cindy, she's faced a lot of high-level strikers, okay? And I think some of the strikers that she's faced, they were better strikers than Gemma Pike. That's my opinion. I just think it's levels to this, man. It's levels to this. And, Gemma Pike is, she's definitely fighting a war, man. This going to be an uphill battle for her. This is a tough fight, okay? And I think Gemma, maybe in her team, they're probably looking at this like, man, Cindy Dandois, she don't look like she can fight. And they watch the videotape. But then when you get up in there with Cindy Dandois, and now she all of a sudden, like, hey, prime example, King Rena. I know King Rena for a fact, she underestimated Cindy Dandois heavily. King Rena did. But when Cindy started pretzeling, putting King Rena in them damn pretzels, and King Rena couldn't get up and couldn't move, King Rena had a different view on her face, man. It was different. After that fight was over, man, getting toward the end of the fight, King Rena was completely demoralized, man. Like, it's like she didn't want to be there. So, you know what, y'all? It is what it is, but Cindy Dandois wins this fight by submission, second or third round. This is your boy Coach Shelton Hanson. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.